so let's continue. So we started the halacha of writing, and we said that because of the right. So we started chapter 2, and the topic was activities prohibited because they might lead to writing. Right, and for first example, we said borrowing for a long term. I'm not sure how is it. I mean, most of the time it would not going to apply to us. Even that, the examples that Talmud gives, it's only because nuances of the Hebrew language, right? Borrow for a long term or borrow for a short term. And in the case of the long term, people usually write down, but for us, it's not really making a difference. Okay, and we said what is the solution. Okay, so continue. So part number 2, and transfer ownership. Right, so transfer ownership is a business transaction. So it's not allowed to buy and sell, right? Because it's business transaction, and even giving gifts is a business transaction. Of course, there is a way to do that and acquiring other things, but let's see. Okay, transfer ownership. The sages prohibited doing any type of transaction on Shabbos because the parties to transaction often make written records of it. Okay, today, for example, we have receipts, right? Cash register would print your receipt, but in olden days, they would maybe write down on a piece of paper, right, that you pay me such and such amount, right? It would be written notes. Okay. Thus, it is forbidden to buy and sell, as well as rent or lease any article. Again, all of this business transaction, buy, sell, right? That doesn't matter which side you're from buying or selling, as well as rent, right? So you give something of your own to somebody else for some period of time, right? Lease, okay? Lease any article. It is forbidden to give gifts on Shabbos since the transfer of ownership has a nature of transaction. So gifts, if you think about it, what is giving a gift? Like it was mine, I gave it to somebody, he say thank you, and it's his now, 100%. So I cannot take it back. Same as if I sell something to somebody, he gave me money, that's it. It's it's his. Okay. Right, so that's gifts. Continue. Many poskim rule that it is similar forbidden to relinquish ownership of the item on Shabbos by declaring hefker, ownerless. Since this too is somewhat like a transaction, let us elaborate on each of these points. So hefker meaning that I renounce my ownership, and whoever takes it is going to be new owner. I can take it back, for example. It's going to be mine, or somebody else can take it, so it's going to be his. Right. So, for example, there is there is what is it? When we take out the garbage cans, so I can put the chair. I don't know, like old chair. But then I decided because it's old, it's not rusty, but paint is peeling off. And then I decided, you know what, I better sand it down, and I'm going to refinish it, and it's going to be a beautiful chair because it looks like it's 200. This chair is from 1900s, 1800s. You know, so I might go to take it back, but somebody else wants to take it, and I say no, it's mine. Guess what? Yes, it's next to my garbage pails, but since I put it there, that's it. It's hefker. So meaning if he has the one who picks it up has all of the rights. I don't have rights. Just because I yell it's mine, it's nothing. Right? You have to do act of acquisition. So hefker meaning. It's ownerless, so whoever takes it's his. All right, so part number 1, buying and selling. It is forbidden to buy and sell on Shabbos, even for the sake of the mitzvah, right? No money, and money is muktzah, right? For example, even Erev Pesach falls on Shabbos. It is forbidden to sell chometz to a Gentile on Shabbos. Okay, so before we continue. Right, most of the people, not all of the people, but most of the people sell their homes to a non-Jew, right? And usually transaction is done on Erev Yom Tov, Erev Pesach. Let's say Pesach is on Wednesday night, right? So Wednesday, during the day, like it's specific time, it's usually before noon, maybe before even 1 hour before noon, right? 11 a.m. I mean, we count by halakhic hours, so by the fifth hour of the day, they must sell it to a non-Jew. So meaning, whatever I had already eaten, whatever I saved for a breakfast, I already finished. Whatever I had over like extra, I destroyed, right? And the rest, whatever is in my house, unopened boxes, like whatever beer, let's say people have vodka, whiskey, all of this stuff, right? So these things must be sold to Gentile, right? And it is business transaction. So we collect the addresses, the this and that from all of the people, and then the rabbi goes with all of the information to a Gentile, and it's actually the legal transaction, right? But sometimes the Pesach could be on Motzei Shabbos. I don't remember when. Maybe I think it was this year. I think it was this year. Maybe I'm mistaken. Right. So in this case, you're not allowed to sell on Shabbos. So what do you do? Right. It's on one hand it is a mitzvah to sell or destroy. On the other hand, on Shabbos you cannot. Right. So it's good question. We're going to answer it. On Shabbos, similarly, it is forbidden to perform redemption of the firstborn, Pidyan Haben, on Shabbos, since this resembles buying and selling, right? So if somebody has a firstborn, we go by the woman, not by a man, but by a woman. So it hopefully she did not have any miscarriages, right? And no other children before. So there's a boy. So he's a firstborn, and the father must redeem him from the coin. So he better find a legit coin and not a clown that say that he is a coin and he's not Shomer Shabbos. We don't need a coin like that. A real coin you find, and you give him five silver coins. He asks you, okay, the child is mine. You understand? So what do you want? You want a child, or I should keep it? I should keep him, right? So for a source of image. And normal father, of course, he said, no, I'm going to give him money. No. So he has to give him 5 coins, and it's a business transaction, right? You got your child back. You give money, got your child back, right? It is likewise forbidden to rent or lease anything on Shabbos, right? So you have a hotel room, or you have a house, like rooming house, and sometimes people do rooming house, they check in, check out, like every like I don't know, every day something is going on. Okay. Continue. The prohibition of buying and selling pertains even to items that are needed in honor of Shabbos, right? Even items that needed in honor of Shabbos. There is, however, permissible methods to obtain from a store an item that one needs on Shabbos. The following are conditions. So on one hand, it is forbidden to buy and sell on Shabbos, but as we said, even for a mitzvah. But if you're not going to formally buy or sell on Shabbos, it is allowed, right? So here's the methods how to do that. One may not mention the conditions, right? One may not mention expression commonly associated with buying and selling. Right, so it's nothing to do, like you show with your attitude. There's nothing to do with buying and selling. Okay, no, because of what? How do you know? Because of the wording. No wording says that I want to buy or sell. And second one may not make any mention of payment. That's it. Right? No mentions of payment. Okay. So, to clarify, number one may not mention an expression commonly associated with buying and selling. This means one may not mention that he needs product of certain weight or value or weight. Okay, so like what is a value or weight? So you ask, give me 2 pounds of apples or something, right? Or candies, right? Or weight, so weight or value. So yeah, give me a child would come, and he would collect money, and he said, "Give me nuts for $3. That's all I have, $2." Right, and that he collected, that he saved up, right? So that's for sure sale. So no value, right? Like in money wise, and no weight. For example, one may not say, "Please give me $5 worth of candy." So that's would be forbidden, right? And of course, maybe person know, maybe salesperson know. Like usually when they say $5 worth, they have to weigh it out. But okay, let's see. There is some other calculation. Maybe he like each candy cost. Let's say it's a candy bar, right? So he said, "Give me candy bars for $5." Okay, right. Right. Or please give me a pound of nuts. Okay. Since this expression is commonly used in relation to sale, right? So that's why it is forbidden to use this expression, meaning like a specific weight or value. The mention of certain value is known in halakhic literature as shem damim. Right? And mention certain weight is known as shem midah. Okay, so meaning these two again, value and weight. The mention of the weight is forbidden, even if the item was packaged according to the weight. So there are like a 1 pound packages of nuts. So you cannot tell them, give me 5 pounds of nuts, right? So you intend 5 packages. It's not like he's going to change anything in the packages because they're sealed, but that's not allowed. Thus, one may not say, "Please give me 1 pound box of chocolate." Right? Okay, but 1 pound box of chocolate, meaning it's sealed, right? So if you say box of chocolate, there is no problem, right? The proper way to require a large volume of certain item is to mention the exact number he needs. For example, one should say, "Please give me 10 apples." Okay, maybe 10 apples. Apples are very heavy. 10 apples could be 2 pounds, maybe even more, right? So he said, "Please give me 10 apples." Okay. Or please give me 2 cluster of grapes. Oh, so you don't care how heavy they are. Doesn't matter. So 2 clusters of grape. That's what I need. So meaning he's buying a lot. This person. Thus avoiding any mention on value or weight. So that's first condition. Any expression associated with buy and sell. And now about money, right? One may not make any mention of payment. One may not say, "I will pay the merchandise after Shabbos." Okay, today on Shabbos, nobody is going to pay because money is muktzah, so you're not allowed to handle the money. First of all, right? But even to say that you're going to pay him after Shabbos is also not allowed. However, one is permitted to tell the storekeeper, "I will come into terms with you after Shabbos." So what is I will come in terms with you after Shabbos? It can mean anything, right? So maybe I'm going to give you apples back. I don't know, something, right? So of course, store owner understand that he's going to get paid, right? So it's not for free, and right, but there is no expression of money is meant here. Okay. When these conditions are met, there is no appearance of the sale, and one is therefore permitted to take the item he needs. Of course, right? Of course, we understand it's only in circumstances. I don't know what happened. Refrigerator broke. This, that. I don't know, something like very specific circumstances. Under normal circumstances, nobody should do that ever. right? However, as mentioned above, this applies only either to the items that one needs for Shabbos use, right? Meaning that the after Shabbos use is not good. Furthermore, it goes without saying that the storekeeper may not open the store in a fashion that does on a regular basis business day, right? But may merely enter to give the client the item he needs for Shabbos use. For example, during the day it's still light from outside, so he would leave this metal gate. Hopefully there is air roof. I mean, so he can remove the locks. Let's say there is no security alarm. Let's say, right, nothing, so he can enter. Hopefully there is no light when he opens refrigerator door or something. I don't know. So meaning that he can open gate halfway, so just enough for him to get in. So now you show the whole world that some kind of emergency, urgent situation. It's not like I'm open for business on Shabbos. Okay, right. All right. So continue. The following illustration will serve to illuminate the preceding rules. A camper may approach the manager of the camp food canteen, right, canteen, on Shabbos and say, please give me a large bottle of soda and 3 pieces of candy today, and I will come into terms with you after Shabbos. Okay. So he said exactly the number. He described one large bottle of soda. Not good. All of these campers, right? Too much sugar and all of this. Okay, but okay. So he said only mention numbers, no problem. Okay. So next question. Are these transactions without mentioning weight or value, where one states that one will come into terms after Shabbos, allowed to be done in a store owned by a non-Jew that opens his store on Shabbos and is familiar with the concept, let alone knows as well? Yes. So we had not too far from where I live, right? There is a Korean guy. He's been having this grocery store for 40 years or so. Like maybe he's a second generation, I think, or third generation, I don't know. So they know all of the Jews, and all the Jews come to them wherever they need. The guy writes down. He speaks a little Yiddish as well, and that's it. So he knows that the Jews are going to come after Shabbos, and that they pay for sure, or the next time that they come, right? So in all of the Jewish stores, when you come to buy, they ask you what is your phone number. What number? So if some people shocked, why are you asking my phone number? I just want to pay for my grocery, or what is my phone number have to do with anything? So they actually have a database, and sometimes people buy on credit from the store because they don't have money to pay, right? And then for example, the guy gave his phone number, and the lady, the cashier said, you know what, actually the balance is $700. How much you want to pay? He said, how much is this grocery? She said, $70. He said, I want to pay another $100. Okay, toward the thing. That's why you always tell them the phone number. Of course, there are people who are thieves and they cheat, but most of the people are absolutely honest. And we see kids, tiny kids, I don't know, 6 years old, 7 years old, and she would come to the store with her little brother, and it's unbelievable. And they would pay. Sometimes they say, no, please put it on our account, right? And the owner would give it to them, because they check the account, of course. If it's they know people, they know the parents, they would give. Right. It's only in Jewish neighborhood, as you understand. Nobody is going to sell with something like that. Nowadays in age, I'm talking about not from 100 years ago, not from 700. I'm talking about today. Right. Today, that's how Jews do the business. Okay. Uh, right. So if it's not Jew, there is no problem. He can even write down, right? Oh, what is your name? And okay, you can tell him your name, and he's going to write down. So okay, all right, and he, of course, I mean, he can tell you like the price, or he can write down. I mean, the people, these people who work like in this area, they don't cheat. I mean, that's their customers, right?